Hello, 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 my loves. Welcome back to Chemistry with Kismet Tarot. I'm Monica, the Kismet Chemist. If you're new to my channel, welcome to the family. I am honored to have you. If you are returning, welcome back. I have missed you. All right, guys. So we are heading into Pisces season. And, back during Pisces season of 2022, I really had started committing myself to doing tarot readings on YouTube. I cannot explain to you what it means to me to see the growth that my channel has had. It has been one of the slowest burning processes of my life. And that's okay with me because it really does feel like my guides are really like, just take it slow, take your time. Let it be what it needs to be. And right now, what this needs to be in my life is just a creative endeavor where I use my gifts and I get to connect with people. And as we move back into Pisces season, now we're coming to a close of an entire zodiac year. And I'm sorry if you guys could hear Willow. She just came in here and huskied all over, just like mom. She's goofy. But when we're coming into Pisces season, this is the culmination of everything that came before. It doesn't matter whether you are a Pisces rising, Leo rising, Cancer rising. You could be a Gemini rising. It really doesn't matter what your rising sign is, where Pisces falls within your chart, because Pisces in and of itself, the energy of the sign is the culmination of every point that came before it. Every energy that existed is contained within Pisces in the 12th house. When we move through this season, there's a lot of shadows and light. There's a lot of working with both the light and the dark, the divine feminine and the divine masculine, your inner strength and inner warrior, as well as the inner child and your inner soft part. It is blending all of these parts of ourselves together, and collectively we all walk into this gateway, this portal, this closure and opening of a new beginning together. We do this all collectively together, and then each one of us applies it in our own special place in our lives. And because of that, I want to do a collective reading. So without further ado, I'm going to pause quick and let my little Willow out, because obviously there's definitely Sagittarian energy here and Cancer energy, because she reacts this way with both these energies every single time. And then we will get into the reading, and we're going to be taking a look at, we're going to get an overall theme of Pisces season here for the collective. And then we're going to look at the shadows and the light attributes using the Darkwood Tarot and the Everyday Witch Tarot. And this is the Sacred Symbols Oracle deck. We also have some tea leaf oracles, so that we can get just a little bit more information. And then I'm going to pull my own messages oracle out and see if we have any additional messages. So guys, gear up. I don't think this is going to be too terribly long of a video, but I wanted to sit with spirit, sit with the guides, sit with the stars and the planets, and really let them show us the guidance that we need all collectively to keep moving forward in our own personal lives, but also together, unified, and in a state of unconditional love. So with that being said, I will be right back. Let me get Willow out, and then we will start shuffling cards. All right, my love. So I am back. So let's move the tarot decks off to the side. My initial instinct for them is to just start shuffling, just out of habit. If you guys can see, I've got my big old mama needs some coffee coffee cup here, filled to the brim with my favorite coffee, which is pumpkin spice brew, because I am as basic as it comes and totally happy about that. So I want you guys to take a deep breath here. Okay, we're going to go in through the nose, hold it for about 4 seconds, and then out through the mouth. Okay. Spirit and spirit guides for the collective, not just on this channel, but for the total of the collective. Can we get messages, awareness, guidance, love, nurturing for moving forward on our path so that we may become more aware of the shadows, embrace more of the light, and move forward in harmony? What do we need to know? I want to say thank you so much. Thank you for the energy. Thank you for everyone being here. And thank you for the messages. All right. Y'all, we're starting off beautiful. Look at this. On the back, we have the moth with the message in 33. And we have transformation. This is the theme of Pisces season for us collectively, is transformation. This is our butterfly moment. Whether you want to look at it as the butterfly or the moth, both of which go through these huge transformational times, this message is a message of transformation. And that is what the guides and spirit really want to talk about today. They want to talk about what kind of transformations we go through in our lives. You know, I think about who I was a year ago. And a year ago, I was so filled with fear, dread, anxiety. Why? Because I had a stalker. I had this, I had that. Like, there was all of this chaos and conflict in my life. And all I wanted to do was have peace. I wanted to create. I wanted to write. I wanted to make my YouTube videos. And I felt like there were outside forces just constantly battering at me. It's like the waves on the beach during a hurricane, just going and going and going and washing over me. And I had to realize through a long series of events and situations and experiences that ultimately this was 100% within my own hands the entire time. That level of transformation that we go through, when we realize that, you know, our lives are always in fluid motion. It's always in flux. We're always changing, always growing. When we realize that and we really surrender ourselves to that transformation, surrender ourselves to moving through these moments so that we can really stand firm in who we are and really shine forth, it really does change our entire lives. I've had many moments throughout the past year where I have gone to tarot readers, whether they're friends, whether they're pick-a-cards, whether it's somebody that I booked on a personal level, and their messages have been utterly life transformative. Why? Because I opened myself up to receiving. And that's a big thing that I have learned. Now, collectively, what are we learning in a transformative period? The big question is, how can we transform on an individual level in order to really transform on a collective level? Give me one moment. I got to blow out my coffee. But this transformation theme, I want to take a look at the shadows first. I am such a sucker for coffee, guys. I absolutely love it. I love it. It just like... the caffeine of it settles my ADD, ADHD so well. My neurodivergency that wants to ping everywhere. It settles it so well. But right now, my throat is so sore. It's so raw still. And this is the longest duration of time post-op that I have struggled with my throat. And it really does, like, it helps so much. The hot of the coffee helps so much, but the stimulant really does help keep my body going and helps keep me grounded. I don't know. I don't know who needed to hear that. I don't know. I just feel like I can talk to you guys, and I love that. It's just kind of like we're in our own bubble right now. It's quite wonderful. I apologize if you guys can hear background noise. I do have my heater going. It is pretty chilly out today. All right. We have the Fool. Yeah, this is... our shadow is telling us, like, it's time to take that leap, take that step into the unknown. It's stepping off a cliff, 6 of Pentacles, but there's a fear. There's a fear in jumping into something new, jumping into an unknown. When you go through a transformation, the fear here with the Six of Pentacles coming out, this is about deals with the devil. And again, I'm hearing pop evil, deal with the devil. That popped up in my last reading too. And I'm just kind of getting that energy again of like, well, if I jump into the unknown, am I really being true to myself? Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so on the back, we have the Hermit. So collectively within our shadows, what we're being asked to realize is that we're the creators, the inventors, the ones, the pioneers of our own lives, so to speak. But there are fears that pop up when we're going through a massive transformation and we know that it's time to come out of the cocoon. Like, okay, there's no more room left in this cocoon for me. My wings need to come out. I need to spread them. I need to fly. When we're ready for that, there's a lot of fears that we have to face. Okay, so what are we collectively facing? We're facing the fears that when we leap into the unknown, when we leap into trusting the universe, trusting spirit to catch us, to guide us, to lead us, when we make that leap, we have to trust that we're not signing our life away to a deal with the devil. Like, we have to trust that we're not sacrificing some part of our inherent self in order to do what everybody else says is what we're supposed to do, especially with the Fool card popping up. You know, everybody else can say this is what the Fool card means, but what does it mean for you? Because this is about you building a foundation, a legacy, a life for yourself, for others. This is about you knowing the truth of your own heart and soul and allowing that truth to shine forth. So the shadows that are coming up are about how in the past we have collectively leapt into the unknown. Like even just leaping into the technological world, we didn't understand what it was going to turn into. When the internet came out, we had no idea what it was going to be. We didn't know that it was going to be what it is now with the social media circus that we have all the time. We had no idea. But it was something new. It was a brave moment of time in which we said, you know what? We can inform so many people at once. We can get this news disseminated so quickly. Yeah, it can feel like there were deals made with the devil, so to speak. Like who estimated Elon Musk coming into the world? Whatever, what have you. I don't want to get political on this, but that's the example that's coming through. You have access to unlimited encyclopedia information on the internet now, and most of it you can find for free. You can find most any resource for free. Information is literally at our fingertips. But the problem with that means that we don't know how to dig deeper into things because it's so easily attained. And we don't know how to communicate in an interpersonal way without the use of gifts and memes. So in a big way, the collective shadows are trying to show us through innovation and technological advances how we sacrifice certain aspects of ourselves, giving to one over the other, and how it can turn into this feeling that we are sacrificing and making deals and signing our lives away and our souls away in a way that we aren't proud of, all in order to build something that we think is worthy. The truth is that we're worthy inherently. And that's what the shadows want us to know. And Pisces season, these shadows, they're going to come out in their own unique way for each and every one of us. How we deal with it, that's up to us. So let's get just a little bit more information on the shadow aspects. We're just going to pull a few tea leaf cards. Whoa, too many. We have boat, money, or property through an inheritance, winning, or windfall. Okay, so we've got a lot of pentacles. We've got a lot of financial here. My gosh. We have the astral house of wealth coming out. That's the 11th house. In my opinion, people have their own. Okay. Can I get just one more, Spirit and guides? Can I get, thank you. And the funny thing is this one came out when the big pile came out in the very beginning. We have Tortoise, and it says slowly but surely getting ahead. All right. So yeah, sometimes when we leap into the unknown, we think that things are going to go really quickly. And we see people who do that, but that mentality in and of itself is signing away a deal to a mentality and a mindset that isn't serving us. So a lot of this is surrounding wealth. It's surrounding our sense of safety and security in the financial sector. And that doesn't surprise me because we are living in a world full of inflation rates and monetary gain, and the synergy of money right now is just really, really negatively focused. And it takes a great feat, a great leap into the unknown to allow for that to shift. That great feat can feel like a windfall. But what happens with windfalls, people get caught up in that, and then they lose sight of the inherent wealth that we have within ourselves. And that is the essence of spirit, the essence of love and truth and creativity. Sometimes we have to remember that it is better to be slow about the process and to work towards it rather than aim for a great windfall or a great win of some sort, like the lottery. And guys, please take this as it resonates. If you guys know that you're meant to win the lottery, please go do it. Like for real, go do it. Don't let me dissuade you. Because I went through a huge phase in my spiritual awakening where I got really mad at a tarot reader for always talking about how, she thought that she needed to win the lottery and then her whole life turned around. And I was trying to turn my life around, and I got really upset at the implication that I couldn't win the lottery. I play it every once in a while. I'm not really good at gambling, but I still play every once in a while because sometimes it's fun to do that. You just roll the dice of chance. So please use this as a metaphor. And as always, please use your discernment. If this doesn't sound like it resonates, it's probably not for you. It's not a big deal. There might be other messages on my channel. Maybe there aren't. I'm okay with that. I'm going to take a leaf out of Andy's book from 13 Moon Tarot and be like, no big deal, guys. Because I see my subscriber counts change on a daily basis. It goes up a few and then it drops a few. It's always one or two. But I'm kind of at the point where I have consistent family here. And I'm just glad you guys are here. That was a total tangent. I want to get back to these shadows of money mindset and worthiness. And because those are really intertwined. With this spiral, it does seem like it's this intertwining of three different factors in life. It's money, it's progress or success, and it's a sense of self-worth. And all of these things are really about perception. And guys, I have lived in a state of utter poverty. I got to tell you, me taking a break from doing this YouTube channel for a while and having my surgery and everything like that, the level of financial fear and concern that I'm dealing with that is astronomical. Is it justified? Maybe a little bit. But my financial situation is not nearly as bad as it used to be. But there's still fear there. So I do understand. I know what poverty looks like. I've lived in it. I've lived in it for so many years that it was terrifying. And if those are the shadows that are coming up to be transformed, guys, I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. I think we all could really use a transformation of the ways in which we view money and gain and progress and wealth in this world. I just really do. So spirit and guides, can we get some messages on what light attributes are coming? They're coming to the surface. We have the 8 of Wands. Look at that rapid change. Anytime a tornado moves through, we have the Page of Cups. Anytime a tornado moves through, it does it with a sole purpose, a purpose and an intention. And the purpose and intention of a tornado moment is to tear up the topsoil and bring in more fertility. And it feels chaotic. The change, it just feels chaotic. But the chaos breeds creativity. Now, the Page of Cups is the When Pigs Fly card. It is the card of creative expression. And then we have Ace of Wands. And this is talking about new creative inspiration. So and the King of Wands in the back. So this is entrepreneurial energy. So this is all about business, but it's about creative endeavors. So I'm not surprised for this to come out on my channel. I mean, I know I'm trying to read for a bigger collective, but that doesn't mean that it's not going to be more narrowly focused on me, my energy, and our collective here, because we are a very, very creative collective here. And I absolutely love that we are as creative as we are here as a collective. I truly, truly love that about each and every one of you. So this is really talking about allowing for a vast change to occur in life so that your inner child and your inner spark of creativity can come back to life. We have table, hard work ahead, hills, obstacles to overcome. Yeah, it's about keeping that youthful, I can do anything. It's like what is it? The little engine that could. It's like, I think I can. Yeah, the engine that could, I think. Skull, hidden secrets can harm you. So I love that, actually. I absolutely love this skull coming out, because this hidden secrets that can harm you is really talking about your money mindset. So this is about believing. This is about the basis of belief and faith. It's about saying, you know what? I believe in myself. I believe in my creativity. I believe in my light and my spark and my ability to create what I want to create. I believe that I can transform my life in this way or that way. Believe that I can create generational wealth. I believe that I can do this. This is asking you to say, I believe that I can move through this time frame where there is hard work and there are obstacles, because I understand that I am changing something fundamentally written within my DNA. This may be about the core of your money mindset being the core of your genetics, the ancestral inheritance of money struggles. I keep wanting to flip this card over. We have September. And that's that fall energy. So this may be a change that has been occurring since September. You know what? September was the full moon in Pisces. And so we're coming now full circle with the new moon in Pisces coming up on Monday. So this is a great time to set the intention for the release of all of what came before and welcoming in a brand new chapter. Collectively, I feel like we're ready. All right. So spirit and guides, can we get some closing messages from the shadows? That's a bit too many. Can we get some closing messages from the shadows, please? Thank you. It says, sift through the sands of your own mind to discover your depths. Oh my God, you guys. I was literally talking about this, about how with the internet, we didn't understand. It takes away the ability to dive deeper. I love that. So this is asking you to dig a little deeper into yourself, into your mentality. Can we get a message about the light? Okay. Loyalty begins with the self. If you are not loyal to you, you cannot be loyal to others. I love that. This hidden secrets could absolutely be about how you view yourself. Sometimes we keep secrets from ourselves, and we keep secrets from ourselves not because we are trying to harm ourselves, but because we're afraid to face the facts. We're afraid to face the truth. We're afraid to be loyal to ourselves over others because people will say you're being egotistical, or you're being this, or you're being that. And that's just simply not the case. So moving forward, this is asking you to remember that what is right for you is right for the collective. And if there's anybody who challenges that, It's because they are not meant to continue on your path, or they feel threatened by the fact that you know yourself, and it's okay for you to walk away. It's okay for you to forgive and walk away. It really is. So can we just get a couple closing messages? All right. We have Clary Frey and Jace Whalen. I want to put this in the middle for some reason. Strength comes from breaking barriers. Rose DeWitt, Vicator, and Jack Dawson. And listen, can you hear the whispering wind? Okay. So with these two couples, the core of these two couples that are coming out, and these could speak to your own union with your divine masculine and divine feminine. You know, Rose DeWitt Bucator and Jack Dawson, this is from Titanic. And these two came together in a whirlwind of a moment. It was that windfall moment. But what happened was when Jack passed, when Jack died, it changed Rose's life entirely. But even before that, she had changed. She had gone through this transformation because of who he was, the life he lived, and she found freedom in that. And so she honored his loss every single day of her life by living the fullest life she possibly could. No longer going to parties and doing what everybody else said she should do. She did what she thought was right for herself. And she lived a long, healthy, happy life because of it. That is what, if they have one of my favorite love stories. Not because Jack didn't have to die, which I'm sorry, Jack didn't have to die, but because they loved each other to an extent that Rose was able to find herself. And she transformed through her interactions with Jack, but she did it for herself. She didn't do it for him. She did it for her. And she proved that when she had the opportunity to, she could have cashed in the necklace. She could have been rich and famous and whatever. She could have cashed in the necklace. She could have run back to Cal. She didn't. She stood on her own, and it was the transformation of love that really did that for her. So we're being asked to think about that. Now, Clary Frey and Jace Whalen, those are the main characters from the Mortal Instrument series. And they go through a very Romeo and Juliet-esque interaction where they're trying to find their way to each other. They have a magnetism to each other that we would consider in the spiritual realm to be twin flames. They both have the same angelic blood flowing through their veins, very dissimilar to everyone else around them. And because of that, it makes them both very unique and different, but also very alienated from everybody else. But they find home within each other. And sometimes that happens in our lives. So Spirit is saying it's time to really trust your heart. Sometimes things don't make sense to the outside world because the outside world doesn't understand the inner world. Now, strength comes from breaking barriers. Says your barriers around your heart do not provide your soul with strength. Barriers block you from growing. They block you from loving and sharing that love with others. Break those barriers down and open your heart with a true inner strength. Finally, we have listen. Can you hear the whispering wind? Many secrets are shared in the whispering winds. Listen to the rustling of the trees, to the shifting leaves. Hear the messages drifting, searching for you. Be still and silent and know you can find yourself wherever you look, even amongst the winds. There is a time that will come throughout Pisces season, and Pisces season runs from February 18th through March 18th. There is a time that will come through Pisces season where you will be challenged to open your heart in one way, shape, or form, whether that is through loving yourself, whether that is through loving another, whether it is through love of a friend, love of a community, love of a path. sometimes when we have a negative mentality surrounding money, it impacts the ways in which we interact in our interpersonal relationships, and especially our romantic relationships. This is a shadow that is ready to be seen, to be healed, and to be moved forward from. You have so much love surrounding each and every one of you right now. This Pisces season, let's collectively heal out anything that has been holding us back. We are coming full circle since September of 2022, and it is time for a new beginning for us. A beginning in love, a beginning in life, a beginning in career, and a beginning with spirit in our own defined way, how we choose to define it, how we choose to experience it. All right, my loves, this has been your collective reading. I want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you to the guides, to the spiritual realm. Thank you to Spirit, our divine creator, for bringing these messages forth, for allowing them to flow through so that we can all live our highest destined path in this lifetime. I am so truly honored to always sit here and read these energies and bring forth these messages. So you guys, I'm just so grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. If this resonated, I would really, truly appreciate the equal energy exchange and the love and support. You guys are always so good about it. And I'm always so astounded with all the love and support that I get from you guys. I did not want to get emotional. Sorry. Okay. You guys just love me, and it's just amazing. It's amazing. And I am so grateful. Okay. Guys, if you want to show some love, please, by all means, like this video, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and yeah, share the love and share the love with each other. I love that you guys do that. I will see you guys at my next reading. I love you all. Bye.